Man, what a week in the MDC. I mean, this wasn't just another week of football. It was pure, unadulterated chaos. We had shock disqualifications, sideline drama. The league is in an absolute uproar. So yeah, let's dive right into the madness.
All right, here's what we're breaking down today. First, we're going to get into all the off-field drama that's setting the league on fire. Then, we'll break down our Prize Picks Game of the Week. After that, we'll look at how the power has officially shifted. And of course, we'll wrap it all up with Cho's Cash Parlay to help you get your money right for Week 7.
Okay, let's just jump right in, because this is where things get absolutely wild. Seriously, forget the X's and O's for a second. The storylines coming out of Week 6 feel like they were ripped straight from a movie script.
So you've got three massive stories just rocking the league. First up, Florida has been disqualified. Yep, DQ'd right out of the league after they pulled their team off the field for the second year in a row. Then you've got the Ole Miss head coach just up and quitting mid-season after some alleged off-campus beef with the AD. And to top it all off, a post-game handshake snub that has the whole league talking. Let's take a closer look at that last one.
And yeah, this right here, this tells the whole story. After a nail-biting 17-14 win for Wake Forest, the Arkansas coach, who's now sitting at a super frustrating 1-4, just straight up refused to shake hands with the winning coach. You can just feel the tension, and it perfectly captures the pressure cooking in some of these programs. So while half the league is literally on fire, you've got Memphis over here just quietly building a dynasty. They're undefeated, and honestly, they look like the best team in the nation. Led by their star quarterback and, let's be real, future first-round pick Rico Cruz, they are just a machine of pure efficiency in a sea of absolute chaos. And talk about incredible performances, just look at that number, 300. That's how many rushing yards ESPY from Auburn put up against SMU to get his team their first user win of the season. We're talking their first victory with a player actually at the controls. Just an absolutely legendary performance, and he did most of it out of the Wildcat formation. Insane. Okay, let's shift gears to the main event. It's time for our Prize Picks Game of the Week. And this isn't just any old matchup. Nope, it's a rematch of last year's national championship. And believe me, there is a lot of pride on the line here. So here's the tale of the tape, right? On one side, you've got the undefeated, #1 ranked Kansas Jayhawks. And on the other, a wounded, but still incredibly dangerous, number 13 Georgia Tech. You know, after a kind of rocky 2-2 start, they are desperate for a season-defining bounce-back win. And really, this is the question hanging over this entire matchup. Kansas absolutely rolled Georgia Tech in the title game last year, but this is their first real test of this season. So was last year a fluke, or is Kansas really the undisputed top dog in the MDEC? You know, it's funny. Vegas has a very strong opinion on this one. They've made Georgia Tech a surprising 9.5-point favorite. The thinking here is pretty simple. This is a classic revenge game for Georgia Tech. And hey, Kansas lost a ton of talent to the draft last year. The smart money is betting on a fired-up GT to come out and make a statement. Okay, so after a week filled with upsets, drama, all that crazy action, the entire power structure of the league has been shaken up. Let's see how it all settles with the official rankings.
It's time to see where everyone really stands. Forget the polls, okay? This is the list that truly matters. Here they are, the official Show Power rankings, powered by MDC Studios.
All right, no shocker here at the top. Memphis is all by themselves at #1. Duke is holding strong at 2, but the big story is LSU jumping all the way up to #3. I mean, their resume is insane, with huge wins over Georgia Tech and Iowa State. Kansas drops to 4 just ahead of their big test, and Iowa State round out the top 5. Further down, you got Wake Forest at 6, proving they're for real, while a super talented Georgia Tech team holds on at 8, with the potential to just skyrocket after this week. A pretty clear snapshot of the league's new hierarchy. All right, let's wrap this thing up and try to make you some cash. It's time for the one and only I Don't Know with Show Parlay, your official betting guide for Week 7. So here's the 3-part parlay Cho's got cooked up for us. First, he is all in on that revenge factor. He's taking Georgia Tech to cover a 6.5-point spread, thinks they're going to come out fired up. Second, he's taking the over on Kansas running back Austin Madison's rushing yards. Even if they lose, that guy is going to be the focal point of the offense. And finally, he's betting on a clean, disciplined game from Georgia Tech, under 1.5 turnovers, because in a must-win game like this, they're going to protect the football. And there it is, the final word from the man himself. Cho says go all in.
A week of pure chaos has completely reset the board, and it all just sets the stage for a title game rematch that could define the entire season. So the only question left is, will revenge be served, or will a new dynasty be cemented? We're going to find out next week. Thanks for tuning in.